Hi, I'm Sharon, and we're back cooking with Sharon. And today I have an exciting new option for chips. You know, all that snack food that you all are eating during the Super Bowl, after a game, just because you're at work, you need something to snack on. Well, I have an option for you. It's not all the Lay's. You know, one of my favorites is Utz. Well, I mean, it's going to be a lot healthier than that. So let's get started. You see right here, we have just a regular old sweet potato. And, you know, one thing I forgot to tell you is that, you remember we talked about using all the equipment that you have at home and put it to use? Here we go. Our air fryer. I know I don't utilize it till its fullest capacity. And so I said, you know what, let me think of some recipes where you can utilize the air fryer, have healthy options, and enjoy what you're actually putting in it. So let's get started. What I decided to do was take just a regular sweet potato, and we're just going to make fries. And it's so simple. All we need are really 3 ingredients. We have yams or sweet potato. I have salt and pepper. And then I also have what you see here is a different oil. You probably aren't familiar with this, but it's 0 acre. And this actually is going to be, I don't know if it's going to be hitting the market, you know, in your area, but you can get it online. The benefit of using this versus, well, you know what? Let me tell you in a minute. Let's just get started because this is actually going to be a better option health-wise, heart-friendly, and less issues. You know, with all those chips that you have all the ingredients that we don't even know how to pronounce and can't even spell for that matter. Look, we can spell and we can actually read all of what we have right here, right? So if you don't have, this is a mandolin. It's actually just a fancy slicer, easy way. If you don't have this at home, you can actually use just a regular chef knife, but this actually is better for consistency. So what I have is I just peeled the sweet potato, and then I'm just going to take this and slice it. Pretty simple. And then you have these that come out pretty consistent in size and in diameter. So you want your chip or your potato chip, your sweet potato chip, to actually be, this is, I'm not really good at measuring, but I would say this is about, I don't know, at 1/18 of an inch. I don't know. It's thin. Just think of a potato chip and do it to your liking. You know, here at RX Catering, you always say we cook with love, and we're going to continue doing that. When you cook at home, you cook to your liking and you know what you're putting in. So these are going to be great potato chips. So right here, I have these soaking. You want to take your sweet potato. We're going to keep soaking it. Turn on that air fryer. Let it preheat to 350. And while it's doing that, we're going to take, and we're just going to keep slicing as many as you want. But I'm just going to do, since we're here today, and actually I'm going to pair this with something else in a moment. So you can have this with a sandwich, a chip. So once you get done slicing your sweet potato, you want to put it in water and let it soak for about 20 minutes. That's why you see these right here. So I've kind of pre-started and done a couple steps ahead of time. Once you get to the end of it, it's kind of hard. I don't want to cut myself. So here are your chips. All you're going to do, you're going to put these, like I said, in the water. I'll finish these off a little bit later. I'm sure someone will eat them. I'm sure. The food never goes to waste here. I have a couple, well, one person in particular. You all know, the guy behind the camera. That's one of the benefits, I guess, you know, I would say, of being behind the camera. You get all the food afterwards, right? And whoever's around, because as you all have seen time and time again, is that I have a problem with cooking in small batches. I don't know, I haven't mastered it yet as far as, oh, let me just show you something that can serve one person. No. But I'm showing you how you can cook for, 4 to 5 people. So we have those, and then this is what you would have after about 20 minutes of these just soaking in just regular water. Okay, so once the sweet potatoes are in water for about 20 minutes, then we're going to take them out and dry them off. Pat them dry with a little paper towel. And then we're going to just season them. And I haven't tried this yet, but I'm thinking because we have all these flavors, different potato chips that everyone loves, and obviously I'm giving you a healthier option versus your traditional Lay's, Utz, chips is everyone loves the different flavors, right? I'm going to have to master different flavors, but right now we're just doing the regular salt and pepper. I'm not a big fan of salt and vinegar, but I know a lot of y'all like that, so maybe I'll try that out. But again, this is a healthier option versus all of your Lay's, all the chips that you would find in the grocery store aisle. I don't know, did you all see recently that the FDA actually had an increase of the level of, I guess it was their inspection of Lay's chips, because did you know that Lay's actually includes dairy? You probably didn't know that. I mean, just a regular plain potato chip. A lot of people didn't know that that was on their label, but yes, it is. So you have all these vegans. I don't, not air quotes to you vegans because I love vegan food, but you're thinking that you're actually having a vegan option because it's supposed to be what? Potatoes and I guess oil? No. All those different ingredients that you're consuming, got to read those labels, you guys. So I'm giving you a better and healthier option. So we just have regular black pepper here. We're just going to, I forgot one step. Our oil. I'm just going to toss it. It's the same oil that I started to talk about, and we'll focus on that in a minute. But we're just going to toss a little bit of the oil in here. And if you want to, mix it with your hand, that's fine. And then we're going to use a little, this is kosher salt. If you don't have it at home, just regular salt is fine. I'm going to put a little bit more pepper in that. And there you have it. Very simple, huh? Okay, so take that basket that you have for your air fryer and just spray it. If you have just regular oil, that's fine. Nothing special. But you're going to layer these chips in here like this. And then we're going to put it in their air fryer. We don't want to really stack them. Don't do that. Just layer them so they're kind of like this, you can see. And then we're going to put them in the air fryer. So it should probably take about, maybe 20 minutes. We're going to watch them as we're going to turn them as they are actually cooking. So this whole process should be about, 20 minutes we're going to have in the air fryer. So we'll just put in here. I think I told you that your air fryer should be on 350. Just go ahead and pop those in. And bam. So every about 3 to 4 minutes, we're just going to look at them and turn them. And we don't want them, with a chip, we want them to be crisp. We don't want them to be soft, and we don't want them to be burnt. So that's why we have to keep an eye on them every about 4 minutes or so. We're going to turn them and flip them. But in the interim, I'm going to put these in here because I know someone's probably going to want them a little bit later, and I'll finish them. So again, 20 minutes in the water. And then, so what's the deal, Sharon, with this? With this 0 acre oil. So we know that, I don't know what you use at home as far as different types of oils, but before I found this, and I don't use it for everything, but I'm starting to experiment more with it. Before I found this, I was using oils like canola oil. Back in the day when I was growing up, all we knew about was vegetable oil. We've progressed a long way since then. You would fry in vegetable oil, or some people would fry in, that shortening. No, none of that. We have advanced. And so, let's see, when I was in, college, canola oil, and then also, that's about it. Canola oil and vegetable oil were the ones that I was using consistently. But as I got into the food industry and started learning more about the health benefits of different types of products that we put in our body, then you start advancing to what? Avocado oil. What else? There are avocado oil. There's sunflower oil. Those are oils that, as we all know, if you go into the grocery store, and I'm going to do this because I was in the grocery store the other day, and if you look at the shelf, you realize that why is this size more expensive than a bottle of oil, vegetable oil, that's about this size? So you're getting probably about 20 ounces less, but you're paying almost $10, $15 more. Usually when you eat healthier, you're going to spend more. It's going to cost you more. It's the cost of giving your body the good nutrition and the good ingredients. So this right here, 0 Acre, is actually made out of sugar cane. And it has all the good fats that you would have in an oil, 93% monosaturated, more than olive oil fat. And that's important because, you don't want all the fats that are in oils to go into our food. And so when you're thinking about what types of oil to use, some people will use, like I mentioned before, some people will use like the hard, it's not really hard, but it's I haven't used it in some years. I can't remember the name of it. Crisco. Every grandma, old school home, Southern home has Crisco oil. We can't have that in our diet now. We have options. So this is actually going to be 90% heart healthy for us. So that means it's less fat that's linked to inflammation, less fat that's linked to heart disease. So again, in our communities, for example, in most African American communities, in Latino communities, we are using all the bad ingredients as far as just something simple like this. So we can upgrade and take that component, that risk of having heart disease. We're not taking it completely out, but we're helping along the way minimize the chance of actually having any type of cardiovascular problem. So pause. Let's look at our, sorry. Look, we have these, so we're just going to flip them, flip, and then they're cooking quite nicely. Just be careful. I pulled this basket out. My fingers are used to all this hot stuff, but just turn them. But just be careful because remember your air fryer is hot, and you're just going to flip them so the air can properly circulate. But we're rolling quite nicely. And okay, so back to all the health heart options of the different oils. So this is something that actually my marketing coach introduced to me as far as this is an option. Hey, Sharon, you need to try this out in some of your recipes and see what it does, see what it do. And so I'm doing. And hopefully we'll see some more recipes where we can actually implement this. This is cost-wise. So I started talking about cost a little bit earlier, is that this particular bottle, I got a 4-pack, and I believe I ended up spending close to $50. So for oil, someone would say, man, Sharon, that's a lot for oil. But let's look at, we're putting a price tag on our health. So if we can, I started talking about earlier, minimize our risk of heart disease, inflammation, all the things that turn into what? Cardiovascular issues, diabetes. This is actually, I said, the base of it's made from sugar cane, and it's a process that we can talk about. You can actually Google it. If you Google 0 Acre, you will be super impressed with the process of actually making this oil. So check it out. So I'm going to start using it a little bit more, and it already told me to turn the food. I already did it, but let's just open it so it will stop beeping. And like I said, this will take probably like 10 more minutes. So we'll be back and check them out. Just remember to actually turn, rotate, flip the chips. And the ultimate goal, you'll see in a moment, is to have it crispy like a regular potato chip. While that's cooking, I gotta tell you, RX Catering has you covered for all your family events. Your birthdays, baby shower, bridal showers, graduation, retirements, and celebration of life. We got you covered from the beginning to the end. So if you want more information, check us out at rxcatering-dc.com. Now let's get back to that recipe. Okay, so you have been opening, turning, flipping for about 15-20 minutes. I'm about to take these out, and yours should look similar to these. You see how they've actually shrunk down a little bit, just like potato chips. They've gotten a little brown, a couple of them a little burnt, but that's okay. You know, in a package of Lay's, there's that one or two that have like this brownness. This is it. That's what happens. So we have our chips right here, and we're just gonna put them, you know, in our bowl. Bam, that's it. You see, a healthier option. You know what you just put in it, all the ingredients. You can read all the ingredients, and this is gonna go perfect with that sandwich or that burger, veggie burger, or whatever type of burger that you want, or just for a snack that you're eating, sitting at your desk. You know me, when I'm driving, I like to pull something out of my glove compartment box and snack on it. This is actually a better option for you. So there you have it. Sweet potato fry, or no, my gosh, I'm thinking about something else. Sweet potato chips, and without all the fat and all the additive ingredients. So another episode here, Cooking with Sharon. We appreciate you joining us. Have a good one.